What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with a card show recap. Just doing a little recap of my trip to the Philly show. Philly show's a sports card show just outside of Philadelphia that takes place 3 times a year. It's an absolute blast, a ton of fun to attend. It's 3 days, about 175 dealers or so. You have some companies like PSA and SGC set up there. They have a ton of autograph signers. They're a little pricey, but still, it gives you that opportunity to potentially meet a star or someone that you'd love to meet and get some cool stuff signed. So it's a blast. It's a really good show for sure. Definitely look forward to it all the time. Unfortunately, for this winter show 2018, I was unable to attend Friday or Sunday. So Saturday was my only opportunity, and I had a lot going on, so I actually got there a lot later than I would have liked. So I only had a few hours, but still, 3-4 hours of hanging out, specifically with the people I got to hang out with, well worth it. Had a ton of fun. Picked up some stuff, which I'll share in a minute. But before I do that, just want to give a few shout-outs to some of the guys I hung out with. Super 25 Sports Cards, Bob. He was set up there, and when Bob is set up, you definitely want to check out his booth. Best prices in the place. Has a ton of great looking cards, a lot of awesome stuff. So I did pick up a couple cards from Bob that I'll show off later on. Also, hung out with Ray from Philly and Ray, so it was great to meet up with them again. Obviously, Ray's a great guy. You should check out his channel. Just has a lot of awesome stuff. He is involved in some of the set registries, does some modern stuff. Ray is a great guy. Had a blast meeting up with him. Ed Wesker Griff and his brother. That was also a ton of fun hanging out with those guys. I've become really good friends with them, so it's always great to have an excuse to kind of meet up, because obviously life gets busy, so you don't get to do it as much as you'd like. But Ed's been making videos here on YouTube for a really long time, so if you guys have not checked out his channel, I certainly encourage you to do so. And then finally, it was awesome to meet Steve Purple GT. Finally met Steve. We've been trying to hook up for the last year or so, maybe even a little longer than that. Steve's been on YouTube for close to a decade. He's one of the old school guys in this community. And listen, we all get into the habit of shouting out new YouTubers and kind of doing all that. Sometimes you got to take a step back, and the new people will filter into the community and they'll keep pulling in. Sometimes you got to take some time to check out some of the old school YouTubers. Some of the guys don't make videos anymore. A lot of them still do. Check them out. You know, get people from all generations of, I guess, the YouTube community kind of hanging out. You'll learn more. You'll meet new friends. It was awesome to meet Steve. He is, Steve's a great guy. His only downfall is the fact that he's an Atlanta Braves fan, which I'm just kidding about. Steve is awesome. So let's get into some cards now that I've kind of just rambled for a few minutes. First up, got some packs of 2018 Topps Chrome Update from Ed. Ed hooked me up with these. He had found a few excess packs that he didn't need it, asked if I was interested. I said for sure. And really look forward to opening some of these on camera for you. You get 3 packs of Chrome Update and then the 1 exclusive Pink Refractor pack. These are really tough to find. The mega boxes are tough to find as well. These are actually a little harder. And those pink ones, if you can pull some of the big rookies, they're definitely cards with a lot of potential for the future, because they did not make a ton of those. So that was one thing I picked up. Ed got that to me. Next up, just a real random pickup here in 1973 Topps Rico Petrocelli PSA 8. Rico Petrocelli, if you're not familiar with him, real good ball player, had a nice career, but he's also a real big-time friend of the hobby. He actually does a show in conjunction with PSA, the Great American Sports Collectibles Show, I believe is what it's called. Airs once a week. I think it airs on the radio in Boston, and then there's a live stream, a live video that airs, I believe, on PSA's website and maybe Facebook, and then it gets uploaded to YouTube. So, this was like $3 or something. So I was just like, you know what, that's awesome to have in the collection. Always love the players that are friends of the hobby. You have active players like Pat Neshek And then you have, well, the recently retired Brad Ziegler's another one, and so many others over the years, guys that collect and really understand, understand this hobby beyond just the sport of baseball. So very cool little pickup there. Nice clean card at a really cheap price. Next is a pickup from Bob. Anytime I see an Allen and Ginter, especially of a player I don't have an autograph of in a Ginter, I always look to pick it up. I like the bigger cards. I like the in-person or TTM signed cards sometimes that you get slabbed up, but I'll take some of the Allen and Ginter issued autos as well. And this is a Paul Goldschmidt, obviously a prolific power and offensive player in baseball for quite a while now. His hobby is pretty cheap. I think a big factor of that is being an Arizona Diamondback. There's not many people who seek out Arizona Diamondbacks outside of Diamondback fans themselves there in Arizona, but pick this one up at a really good price. Fine addition to the Allen and Ginter autograph collection, so a nice card there. I do some random bargain hunting when I attend these shows. I don't really look for big cards all that much because honestly, there's so many deals to be had on eBay, specifically this time of the year. And then you have the eBay bucks and all those promotions. So I usually look at some of the cheaper boxes, cheap stuff like that. Every now and then you find something really cool. This is a Javier Baez rookie card out of 2015 Finest. This is actually the blue refractor numbered to 150. And this was in a box that had a $5 sticker on it, and I thought that sounded like a pretty good deal. I didn't realize what a decent deal it was. I actually looked a few minutes ago before starting this video, and I actually saw a couple of these sold for like $30, $35, and guys have them listed. So that was certainly a bargain there. Javier Baez, one of these guys who's come up, who's really developed into a star player, and I don't think people have really caught on quite yet to him. His stuff, it's not super cheap, it's not super expensive, but you can find it just kind of in little bargain boxes like that. Next up, we have from Archive Signature Series, an Ozzie Guillen on the 1989 Topps card, numbered to 99. I'm a big fan of 89 Topps, so this is a cool addition to the collection. It's a card that I'd love to grab for $5. This might have been a little bit more than $5 if you want to see the story on that. Check out Wesker Griff's channel. I think you might see a clip coming up on there. Can't say that to be official because I haven't actually talked to Ed about it, but he might have a clip coming his way. So it's a cool card overall, but hey, Archive Signature Series is something I actually have a lot of fun with. All right, rest of this stuff's going to be Philly stuff. Here's another card I picked up for a few bucks. It's a Roy Halladay from Topps Heritage. It's the Chrome Refractor Parallel. These refractors are numbered to 564. Just an absolutely gorgeous looking card. 1964 Topps design. I don't really love the Heritage cards in the Chrome Parallel. I just think something about them doesn't look right. But the refractors, whole different story. Just unbelievable shine. Absolutely beautiful. I'm actually going to take a look at this, see if it's worth getting slabbed. If not, it'll just go in a top loader, but this is a fine addition to the Phillies and Roy Halladay collection. I mean, I can't see anyone in this hobby not looking at this card and just staring at it with awe at its absolute beauty. So, beautiful card there. Happy to pick that up. And then finally, have a few autographs. Picked up this 1984 All-Star Topps card. Really nice card. A lot of pop for it. Hand signed by Paul Owens. I'm sure most people outside of Philadelphia don't even know who Paul Owens is. A longtime member of the Phillies organization. They actually have a lot of their minor league awards named after him, Paul Owens. He was general manager and a manager for the Phils and was credited as kind of the guy who got the ball rolling with that 1980 team, which is obviously so special to so many Phillies fans, bringing the city and the organization their first World Series for the Phillies. So Paul Owens, did not have an autograph of him, and I thought that would be a fine addition to the Phillies autograph collection. This one's a pretty common one, but just thought it was awesome. Terry Mulholland, grew up, one of my favorite players, and I'm a huge fan of these older Bowman cards. We're going to straighten this out, just because that crooked looking card, wasn't loving that look. Just love the Bowman cards. And I think this is from the Trade It set. Maybe not. I guess 92 is when they changed their uniforms. I was thinking 93. It's 92. Anyway, this is the first year the Phillies wore the current uniforms that they've been wearing now for, 25 plus years. But regardless of that, love 92 Bowman, love the look of it. And working on a little autograph project in the 93 Phillies. And I wanted to grab a Mulholland in the 93 uniform. A lot of Mulholland stuff is easy to find signed in the older looking unis, because he just signed a ton back then in 80, and he was in a lot of products in 89, 90, 91, 92. So super cheap card, super cheap pickup. Absolutely awesome. Potential future Hall of Famer. I'm sure he'll get there someday. When, who knows? Kurt Schilling has picked up the slab, the 97 Upper Deck PSA DNA certified. Honestly, I have a few Schillings. Something about this card just caught my eye. I think that blue signature really pops. The Upper Deck cards in the early to mid, maybe like 97, 98, those cards, the base cards, the photos are really bright, and autographs really pop on them. So that's absolutely just a beautiful looking card. So I picked that one up for the Phillies collection. And then my final pickup, this was also from Bob. And again, this is just one that caught my eye. I've seen it before. It's from 1999. Upper Deck SP Signature Edition. It's Mike Schmidt. Absolutely beautiful card. Just love the look of the card, the design of it, the layout of it, the signature placement of it. The signature really on that white background just really pops. Love the look, the black and white photograph. Just fantastic looking autograph of a Hall of Famer, of a legend, an all-time great. So, I have some Schmidts. You can get Schmidt autos. But to me, I could not turn this one down. Just absolutely fantastic. So, beautiful looking card. Really happy to pick it up. And I thought it was a successful show. Again, only had a few hours to look around. Didn't pick up a ton. Picked up a few nice cards for the collection. And just had a blast. I mean, to me, the best part with all the guys, Steve, Ed, Ray, Bob. It was a blast, guys. Had a lot of fun. And that's it. Just wanted to do a recap, show you some of the things I picked up, and just kind of continue to encourage people to enjoy the hobby, love the hobby, hang out with the community whenever you get a chance. Going to card shows is absolutely fantastic. It's a lot of fun. But that level of enjoyment is just increased when you can share it with someone else, when you can share it with people who are passionate about the hobby, passionate about this community. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, go check out those guys' channels at the links below.